Terry asks, how can I get my puppy to respect my 12-year-old golden retriever?
Well, I'm sure it does respect it. So basically, the question you want to ask is my puppy upsetting the 12-year-old? Or some people ask, is my 12-year-old upsetting my puppy? So do what we call as the bully test. The biggest upset that's caused in puppy classes is if one owner thinks their puppy is being bullied by another one. So what you do is you surreptitiously, without saying anything, take hold of the so-called bully by the collar and see what happens. And usually the little puppy that was running away and maybe hiding under a chair then comes back and says, hey, let go of my friend. So this is proves positive. Remember what I said in the recap? We must give dogs choices, and then we know what their feelings and preferences are. It gives us a look inside their brain. So when you limit the behavior of one dog, you can check the behavior of the other dog and vice versa. But from my experience, usually all 3-month-old puppies, if they're put in with adult dogs, usually get to work it out for themselves, provided the adult dogs are socialized, of course. And all socialized dogs will allow puppies to do anything, all sorts of abuse, until they're about 4.5 months old. And we call this the puppy license to misbehave. At about 4.5 months old, though, now the adult dog will start to teach the puppy. And I don't mean by going, wow, or stuff like that. I mean, the adult dog will just go still and go, like the best trainer I've ever met in the world was Claude, a big red old special dog. He was the best trainer of out of control puppies I've ever seen. Dune failed, Hugo failed, Claude just did it. And what did he do? I couldn't discern. But because I filmed it, then I could see, no, he's sniffing around, and then he goes absolutely still. He doesn't even look at the puppy. And this little puppy, we called him Spazzo. We were looking after him over the Christmas break because he's going to be alone in the kennel, and he was an active little soul. I mean, you couldn't film him, like this, And Claude trained this puppy in one session to sit, stay, down, stay, and stand, stay. To be still, perfectly still, for like 10, 20 seconds at a time. So I wouldn't worry about the older dog. When the time comes, they will decide, puppy has to learn now, I want moments of quiet. And they will do things like pick up a bone, come over to the puppy, put the bone down, and pretend they aren't looking at it. But should the puppy look at it, the adult dog will put his paw on it, or look at the puppy, or boom, a quick little woof like that. So I wouldn't worry about this stuff. I mean, the wonderful thing about Kamal's lecture is he had a puppy in that group. And as he's talking and giving his seminar, he's monitoring the other dogs, the adult dogs, toning them down, calling them back to him, the whole pack, and also monitoring the young puppy. They need continual feedback in play. So many people just let dogs together, like at a dog park, and there's no guidance, there's no feedback. I mean, it's ridiculous. I stick my dog by my dog and I give him comments all the time. It's good boy, good dog, because something bad could happen. And I want him to get a lot of praise in the park first. And hey, sit, slow down, good dog. As you'll see in the dog reactivity day 3, when we take our reactive dog to his first dog park visit, and we're monitoring all the time, just telling him, chill. And he ends up playing with his nemesis, the dog that he was harassing for months, which is why he got thrown out of class. And so, yes, they've got to be off leash to give them choices. And so you can observe and see how they're feeling, but you must give a continual commentary. Who was the guy who had the two labs?
I'm curious, Dad, if Terry, the person that's worried that their puppy is, annoying their 12-year-old golden retriever, if they do the preference test, they restrain the puppy, and the retriever, the older dog, retreats and makes it kind of clear that they want some time away from the puppy, how do you then manage that so to respect the older dogs.
Oh, I mean, everyone wants retreat from a puppy. I mean, every human in the family and every dog. I mean, imagine you had a 10-year-old dog and then you bring in a Labrador puppy. The 10-year-old dog is, no, no, the life was perfect. I know the routine, garden time, couch time. And so it could have retreated when they were playing quite easily. It's bigger, it's got legs. It's like, mum dogs, when they get fed up with puppies suckling them dry, they just stand up and walk off and all the puppies drop down one by one. So, the puppies are a pain. There's no question about that. But what it will do for an adult dog is add another 2 years to its life. It will get this dog playing. And by the time the puppy's now, he's got it. About 6, 7, 8 months. Now the older dog says, I'm so glad I've got another doggy friend here because my owners are really boring and they're not here for 10 hours of the day. And so it will work out, but that's not to say you still don't monitor. I mean, all the time with the puppy sit, puppy down, puppy go to your bed, take a time out. Yes, off leash. Learn to control your puppy with the biggest distraction in the world, his best friend, the other dog at home. They need guidance, and they need feedback. Voice is the thing that's disappeared from dog training, right? There's no guidance anymore. There's some people that train without asking the puppy what to do, and teaching them what the words mean. And then when they do it, they don't even praise. It's gone from dog training. And the voice is the most beautiful thing. And when you watch your puppy and when you talk to it, you're getting that dopamine blast, and so's the puppy. Hence we get serotonin and then lovely, lovely love drug oxytocin, and it's cementing the bond. And we're calm and serene, and this is a relationship. But I find a lot of training now, and whether shock or food treat, it's so clinical. That's how I want to give feedback to my dog. I want to say, good dog. Oh, good. Oh, really good. Hot damn. Woo-hoo-hoo. Good dog. I'm going to dance the jig, That should be feedback. And then we'll get somewhere in training instead of this trainer standing there. I'm going to positively reinforce the dog now. Good dog. Yes. It's just, it's become dehumanized.
There are so many popular dog training methods out there that it can be frustrating to find out which is going to be best for your dog. In the next video, Dr. Ian Dunbar will share the most effective training method that has been winning over dogs, dog owners, and dog trainers for years.